Skål gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome back for another edition of Tipsy Wednesday, presented from the Penthouse Bar. With us, as usual, me, Thomas, the best host ever! And of course, my co-host, Björn
Hello.
and Junior.
Hello.
There!
I'm,
Fucking did it!
Yeah, you did it.
Interesting take, but
I'm
no
proud of you.
mess-ups. It's yeah, it was good. It was good.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Wait, are you celebrating him for like saying he's the best host ever and such?
Well, it's out of character though. We couldn't like celebrate your own ego braggings.
But you can celebrate Thomas.
Yeah, you do it all the time,
it
Junior.
does. Yeah. We'd get tired. No, but Thomas is like humble about it mostly.
That's what's very humble. The definition of humble.
I don't know if you could see it because I decided to do it in the middle of the introduction.
He's been humble for 93 episodes. He's allowed to not be for the 94th.
I should have waited till the 100th.
Yeah. Damn, we're closing in on 100 episodes of Tipsy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We are.
Oh, mama.
We need something special for that episode, though.
The Mr. Big Old Hummer 100.
Yeah.
Yes.
The big 100.
Do you got something in mind?
No. But we need something. Maybe our listeners have ideas for us. Send them to us. In any given social media. Or the email. Because all the links are down below.
Mm-hmm. It'll be due in about 2 months' time if we do one episode a week, you know.
Yeah,
so,
Where are we now?
No, is that right?
April.
In about 2 months. Wow.
A 100
No, not 2 weeks, 2
special
months.
episode.
It will be super special. We will do exactly what we usually do.
But we'll make an extra mention of it being the 100th episode.
Yeah.
At least. We can at least promise that.
Probably find something to celebrate on our social medias. I'll do something with video clips and stuff that we have released earlier and something like that, I think. A collage of something. We need to do at least that much.
But for our 94th episode,
Yeah.
this one.
We have stuff to talk about.
Do we?
Yeah, and I'll actually start with the last topic added, because it's the most relevant in this day and age. Because I skimmed through the news really fast while watching TV today. And I noticed one, or a couple of things that caught my eye. One of which is Russian intelligence have now said that Ukraine is planning a nuclear attack on their own soil and to then blame the Russians for nuking them.
Nice.
So, yeah.
It's tinfoil hat. This might be the Russians trying to plant the seeds of doubt when they may be attacking Ukraine with nukes.
Yeah.
So like,
And then they can go and say,
we
we told you a month
before.
ago they were planning this.
This is the Ukrainians doing. It's not us. They're just planning to put the blame on us. Ooh.
Does Ukraine even have nukes? I believe they signed us peace treaty with Russia to demilitarize their nukes.
Yeah, they had, and after the Soviet Union and everything, they gave all their nukes to Russia.
Yeah, for the peace.
Yeah, for peace, for guarantees that Russia wouldn't invade Ukraine and stuff.
Why couldn't they give the nukes to a third party? Well, I guess
Because
at the end of the Cold War, I don't know.
So.
Yeah, well, but at the end of the Cold War, the Ukraine and Russia was kind of like buddies.
Yeah, they
I
kinda were.
saw this one in the midst of all the fighting, where the Ukrainians actually. It's a very super specific case, but there was this town. Don't remember the name of it. They had to take shelter in one of the bomb bunkers that was built during the Cold War, originally meant to defend themselves against a potential American attack. So the Ukrainians and the Russians built bunkers. And lo and behold, now the Ukrainians are using the bunkers built by the Russians against the Russians. Because times change. So
War change.
War never changes.
No,
Or
it
something.
changes. No.
Well, there's
Next.
different versions of that. It's depending on what game franchise you're.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, but I think I never played those games. The Gears of War games have this one of the early trailers. They say that war never changes, and they put their twist on it. It's like, don't quote me on this. Just
who should we believe?
who should we believe? Does war change? Does war never change? Who the fuck knows?
Does I guess war changes.
The goals never change, but warfare changes, perhaps.
Yeah,
yeah.
You don't have to line up 6 a.m. at the morning with your sword and shield and with my cavalry preparing for charge.
Archers! At the ready!
Yeah, I
Ready
imagine-
your muskets.
ready your muskets. I will
First
be
the second volley, and then all out knife fighting.
yeah.
Or bayonet fighting.
We're well past that now. But yeah, I was thinking when I read this news article at the very least that the Russians are planting the seed already now for a planned nuclear attack at some point. And if they do, I really hope the winds blow against Russia and not towards the west.
Oh,
We
like
don't-
the literal winds. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
meant
Because we don't need nuclear waste or particles over here.
We don't want a nuclear winter.
I don't think anybody would want nuclear waste or the drop off. What's it called? Nuclear
Particles and
fallout.
stuff.
Fallout.
Fallout, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's unfortunate for everyone. It's not like I want to inflict the Russian people bad because Putin does not equal the Russian people. You know.
He does not. He most
So
certainly does not.
it's shitty regardless of where the fallout lands. But
would nuclear fallout going towards or over NATO countries and stuff, would that actually be an Article 5 all-out war? Is it
Article
a nuclear
5.
attack on NATO?
Article
Article 5, yeah, it's you attack one, we attack back.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know if that could be considered an indirect attack or
It would be an indirect attack, it would not be a direct attack, but
but still.
would
will
it
feel
count?
the-
Because the people would suffer. We would all need to
Yeah,
sit
I don't know,
inside for
really.
days eating our sod pills or whatever it is.
The iron dye.
Blurring-
Yod pills, ironite pills, whatever.
blurring the lines constantly of what classifies as a war and classifies as an attack or what. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
because we were willing to skip the whole Article 5 when some missiles hit Poland because they might have been Ukrainian missiles. And they killed a couple of farmers. It was some months ago. And it was like, oh, Russia attacked, oh no. And then it was like, oh, it's Ukrainian missiles, never mind. So, and even if they were Russian missiles, they probably tried to cool the situation and just blame the Ukrainians for having faulty missiles, getting off course or something, just to avoid a direct conflict.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's our own missiles. Because Ukraine uses our missiles, right?
Yeah, no, these were older Soviet missiles. Because
Yeah, so
Ukraine had their own defense system in place as well as what they get from us.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it's really easy to identify which missile is ours and the Russians. So you can't.
Yeah,
Ukraine
but
can't just
this
bomb
wasn't our,
Poland.
our missiles. It were missiles from the Soviet Union, but it didn't. I don't think they actually know if it was from the Russians just using older equipment, or if it was the Ukrainians' own older equipment from the Soviet Union.
Because it could literally be the very same type of equipment.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
Yeah. So
And of course, saying it was the Ukrainian weapons, avoid World War Three. Three. So yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but would you fathom that Ukraine would really like it to be the Russian bomb, right?
Yeah, they probably would, but the West probably don't want it to be the Russians, right? So we decided it wasn't. But thing might steam forward because the American is it foreign minister or whatever, Anthony Blinken, has had some meetings in Bali, and he thinks that the Chinese are willing to give weapons to Russia now, or sell them weapons and give them military aid. And I noticed the article as we were about to start podcasting, so I haven't swifted through them.
Read it yet?
No, I just read the top of it. So, but he has warned the Chinese foreign minister that they should not give support to Russia. It will have consequences if they do. I don't know what the consequences are, but I guess it would be World War III.
Nah.
Yeah, because there's the Taiwan stuff brewing as well, so. Or maybe China will give weapon support to Russia to keep America and the West occupied while they take Taiwan.
We live in such fancy old times.
Fancy old times, yeah. Yeah, kinda is, because everyone is out to conquer their neighbor now.
Yeah.
To get more territory. So, yeah, well, these are the most tragic news of the recent days.
These are the end times. Oh no.
Well, don't start. Don't start. We are not predicting the end. It's just
Nah.
We are the end.
Wow. We?
Things are happening. It's all I'm saying. So, Björn, you have a social life.
Yes, I as
Do
my
you?
New Year's resolution, I've said to myself, I'll try to be more social. If what can I classify it as? A social gathering is happening amongst friends or colleagues or relatives or anything.
An event.
An event of sorts. I will try to be more
Yes,
welcome
I'll
to
be
the
there.
thought and be like, yes,
You will
I'll
attend
be
it.
there. I'll attend. So yesterday, someone just messaged me, "Hey, we're having drinks tonight. You want to join me?" It was
Yesterday would be a Saturday from our recording days.
yes.
No, not on Tuesday.
On Saturday afternoon to evening ish. He messaged me like, "Hey, you want to go out for drinks?" I was like, "Yeah, we're gathered a few buddies and colleagues at my place, and then we may go out in town to have a few drinks at the local pub." And I was like, I wanted to play games tonight, but my New Year's resolution would be like, oh well, yeah, going out. Went up to the friend's place, had quite a few drinks, went out on the local pub, had even more drinks, stayed up almost all night. So this morning when I got up, Sunday morning, I felt like such a broken person. I was, I was like, I visited porcelain several times and did my business there. And I still, it's like, I was supposed to visit my father's place for dinner today, but I had to call it off because I don't feel too good. I'm just gonna, everything's just gonna come back up. So yeah, I've been, it's not like the old days where I could drink and like shrug it off. I'm still feeling it. It's like I'm not too.
You're out of training. You just
I'm
need
out
to
of
work. You just need to work it.
Yeah, but the evening it was great fun while it lasted.
So just one question, Björn.
Mm.
How's your head?
How's my head?
How's your head? Yeah.
It's headaches. It's not as bad now, but in the morning when I got up and quite a few hours after, so it was Jesus. And I had no painkillers. I'm out of painkillers. It's like, man, yeah.
Yeah, I was out of painkillers last weekend when I were out drinking, so I had a headache the whole fucking day, and I couldn't do shit about it.
Well,
Just
but I do
feel
have
sorry for
painkillers
yourself.
now. I've learned. I bought some. They're here.
yeah, I need to get some of those.
Are you enjoying your social life or?
Well, not the aftermath of being a having lots of being a drunkard, but while it does last, it's quite it's we're having a jolly old good time. But oh boy, I could I don't have to drink as much as I did on Saturday night. I was like, I should have stopped quite a few drinks prior.
It's easy to say before you start drinking and after you've been drinking, but during the drinking, it's always like, one more, it's fine.
Yep.
Just one more.
Well,
yeah, and I didn't feel like I went overboard with like shots and massively strongly alcoholic drinks. Like, no.
I basically just went overboard with shots once, and it was during gaming with Junior.
That's the worst time.
And I just had one last one many times that evening.
the nights where you don't plan on getting shit-faced drunk, and it's like but you're in the mood right then and there, so just one more.
Do you ever plan to get shit faced?
No.
Yeah, but sometimes you know quite some days in advance, so you're more prepared to go out to drink more than other times when things are
spontaneous, sudden, yeah,
very spontaneous. Because you were planning having a relaxed day at home, and then suddenly someone comes, we're going out, join us, and you're like, yeah, sure, and you just head on out.
Let's go.
Because then you wasn't mentally prepared for drinking that day, maybe even so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a hard life. But it's a good life. No, it's a necessary life.
It's not necessary, but it's
being social. It's a necessary evil. I've learned this.
Okay, yeah, necessary evil. Yeah, fine. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Speaking of being social, we talked some episodes ago that the AIs are taking over.
Oh, the end times.
Yeah, and apparently, I read on Reddit recently, there is this AI friend you can download in the App Store and stuff, and you can talk with it, and it will talk back to you. And if you pay the premium, you can even sext with it.
Okay.
And the creators of this AI, they just upgraded it and put in some filters, so the AI now you can't sext with you anymore. So people who are paying the premium aren't getting what they're paying for, basically.
They're not getting their sexy times.
Yeah, no, because now the AI apparently just give them the same talks as those who don't pay for it. So now they're just paying just to pay for it.
Scam.
Oh, well, that's a bad deal.
yeah, basically, yeah.
If,
so now they're all outrageous on over on Reddit there because they can't sext with their AIs anymore. So yeah,
okay,
that's a thing.
Yeah, okay. I
Okay.
thought I thought it was that I read a post about a guy who said he was going to introduce his family to his AI bot because he was in love with her.
Jesus, that's taking it too far.
Yeah, I thought, it's reasonable. You
Yeah,
develop
well,
No,
feelings.
that's
but
not reasonable
he
at
should
all.
wait a year, and he should buy one of the AI robotic sex bots, and he should just teach that AI the same as he did his other AI bot. So
That sounds dangerously close to the new Edge Runner. Is it called?
Edge
No,
Runner?
not that's the sorry, the Blade Runner. For fuck's
Blade
sake.
Runner,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
I
well,
need to watch that movie.
You
Both
haven't
the
watched it?
original and the new one. No, none of them.
oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I think I watched the old one, but I don't remember anything.
And the old one is quite good. And we mentioned these
Yeah.
movies last time as well when we talked about AIs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly springs to
But,
mind.
I don't know, can't we just use AIs for other stuff like art and stuff? Why sext with it?
Because we wanna fuck it.
But you can't, so eventually will you have to use your own hand.
Just wait. Just you wait.
You just talk with it to get aroused and then you jerk off anyways.
Ah.
I don't know, you can do that for free over on the internet. You don't need an AI for it.
Well, apparently
Well-
you can't use that particular AI for that anymore. So,
No.
well, what was it? What was the reasoning for canceling this or stopping this function of the AI? Is it?
Yeah, because some of it bled through. So younger users who were using the free edition also got unwanted messages from the AI.
That's an upgrade.
But it's like that's the thing with an AI. What builds an artificial intelligence? It is a mass of data that is being collected into one kind of mastermind on a server in this case, or a program that stores a lot of information. And if
Yeah.
some of that information is sexting, basically, then that will partially affect the mastermind.
Yeah,
the
it probably
AI.
does. And the AI is
So-
supposed to be self-learning as well. So if a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
do
So
it,
it will learn
calculate
to
and find out
sext.
like, hey, this is what people really want to do. So it started.
Okay.
Even though apparently it's if you don't pay, the text is blurred. But I don't know.
Scam.
Kids might have read something they shouldn't, and someone has done something towards the company, and they're like, "We'll fix it. We'll just remove it off the board completely." And now thousands of people are complaining.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
that's
course.
that's a tricky situation.
Yeah, because banning the words and stuff also changed their avatar AI friends, so that they kind of changed as well with it. Their memory got wiped and everything, so they didn't have the same AI friend anymore as well after that upgrade thingy. So
Okay.
some of them feel like they wasted their money. And
Yeah, I can see
you
that.
could do more and just pay a subscription. You could actually buy it as well outright for like $300. You could buy this
What?
friend of yours, your AI, and even those people are affected by the new upgrade.
Well, what could you buy specifically?
Just the
The
AI,
whole thing.
the AI friend, your AI friend would just be yours
Yeah,
completely.
you don't subscribe.
You don't subscribe. You just pay that one sum, and it's there forever.
So it's the same service, but it's a one-time fee.
Yeah, basically.
Hmm.
So people bought it for $300 for this purpose, and it got cancelled.
Uh-huh.
And
I
now,
can
and now they're
imagine-
doing what people do when they don't like something. They just downvote it as hell. So it went from like almost 5 stars at the Google store, and the last that they had posted were like 2.8 stars or something. So people are giving it a bad review at the moment.
Yeah, because they changed the product. You
Yeah,
bought
they
something and
probably-
they changed change the product completely.
And the creators or the company had released a statement saying that but the product was never meant to be sexualized and stuff. So
No, it was
one
never
of the
meant to
users
be.
had posted another statement from the creators for 2 years ago, where they said, we paywalled sexting, so everyone who is paying will get that service. So they did plan to use it before, but now that it has become really popular, they just cancelled it outright.
Are you saying there's a market for AI sex bots?
Yes, there is.
Very
if you
much
create one,
so.
do it, you will earn money, you will get rich from it.
Nice. That is what I would do.
Good.
You will create a computer program, an artificial
to
intelligence.
sex people. For money.
Yeah, and I will use anime avatar girls like
Of course you will.
VTubers.
Make sure
Yeah.
people can create their own appearance.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's
Of
important.
course.
Yeah,
There will
you
be
you will become a rich man, Junior.
It will be character customization. You can. It will be good.
Yeah.
Glorious.
I just need. Yeah, it just needs to be. Because I imagine they use it on their phone, right?
Most likely.
It's on the Google store, so yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so. I want it on the PC, right? But anyhow, that's my million
Can't you
idea.
do both?
Yeah, but nowadays the phone app market has such a greater potential for its customer base than laptops or computers.
Yeah, you will reach out to more people with the phone. They can use it
very
all
much
over the
so.
place. On their break
Even
at
if-
work, they can sit there with a boner.
Yeah.
It's way
Yeah,
more
traveling,
accessible. So
yeah, do the phone thing.
unless you're
Yeah.
Blizzard, I want to announce or create Diablo. It's like no.
Yeah, well, there is a Diablo 4 coming out, I think. So, like a real Diablo.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They said Immortal is really good though. Even if it hadn't been for the microtransaction.
you must have that in a mobile game.
Yeah, I know.
Do you?
Which is
What's wrong with
No,
the
you don't
purchase
have to.
once?
You could actually have a game on the Google Store that you pay for the game and everything in the game is free. Because I can understand
what-
people making a game for the mobile platform. You want to earn money somehow, so either you pay for the game or you have to pay for something in the game. Like
What do
the
you think
creators
about the business models of one buying the game at full price and then you have access to everything that is currently available, and then maybe there will be paid DLC which you also pay one-time sums when it releases, versus free game that is subscription based monthly and you have the same access? What do you think about those two business models, pros and cons?
The first one, you pay for the game and you have it. Because if you don't play it for a long while, you will still have to pay the subscription for it, I guess, if you have that option. So if you just own the game outright, it's actually yours instead of kind of renting it.
yeah, I'm all for buying a game. Yeah,
Yeah, buy a game, own the game.
unless you're expecting service, right? Like a multiplayer game or something.
Yeah,
And-
like a constantly changing game that is getting constantly updated or added
Still
features
buy the
to.
game, own the game.
Mm.
Not subscribe for a game. Or have a subscription for a game. But I don't like microtransactions either. It's a
They
money-
are the devil.
It's a fucking money drain. Which
Mm.
doesn't actually give you anything other than customizations. Mostly. And if it's paid to win, it's super shit.
Oh yeah, that's that's
Do
a
you guys
huge pitfall.
play any mobile games?
Not anymore.
No,
Actually, I did, but I have quit all of them.
I played Angry Birds. That's what I played when it was new. It's like that's.
But there's so many of them now. You should try them all.
Try them all.
Well, I don't
But you
know. I don't
pay
feel
in
the need.
Angry Birds, though, do you? No.
I know I
It's free all
didn't.
the way.
It was a free game. But it's like I don't feel the need to play, have something to play in my lunch break or whenever I don't have access to my computer. I don't feel the need to have something to play on my phone. It's I don't feel like that's a necessity. Words.
No, it's not.
It's not a necessity, and I don't feel like. But then again, I haven't tried any newer mobile games, so I don't know. But I feel like I wouldn't get as much enjoyment out of them as I do with my PC games. Not politically correct, but computer games.
No,
They
but
also drain your battery a lot faster if you play a lot of games on your phone.
yeah, of course. But,
Obviously.
Look at this, guys.
Okay. What are you gonna show us? What's... That's Pokemon, Game Freak. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me yesterday.
Well, let it run. It's leaf green, fire red. Is it leaf green or fire red?
Fire Red.
Ah.
I just,
Game Boy Advance, I think, generation.
Yeah. I just downloaded it. I played for a couple of hours.
Mm.
Well, I
have,
do play Word Feud on the phone sometimes.
Ah, well.
It actually works.
But that's an emulator, right? It's not something you bought on the Google store.
We shall not speak of where I got this.
Nintendo
There will
doesn't
not be
like
a link
this
in
stuff.
the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been playing Pokemon at my phone because I had to do something while visiting my not my old folks, but the parents of my girlfriends, right?
Yeah, weren't
Okay,
you supposed to
okay.
talk with them and stuff, entertain them?
You don't
Yeah, I
talk
do.
with them like all the time, though. You have some spare time, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's a valid argument to play mobile game or games on your phone.
But there's
see.
difference
Yeah.
mobile games and playing games on your phone that wasn't meant for the phone.
But it's excellent for the phone.
Yeah, well, games on your phone then. It's let's just put it that because that would include games that weren't originally meant for phones. But
Isn't that a
you
super market
get-
for Nintendo to release their old 8-bit and
Shh.
16-bit games?
Shh.
On
They
the
will never
Google
do it.
store?
No. They will remake the game and then sell it to you.
Why? They could just release their old fucking games because they will work great on the phone.
No,
the old
they
Super
don't
Mario
do
games, Yoshi's Island, and all
But
of those
that is
games.
not maximizing profits.
You sell the game, right? People have to buy it.
Yeah, but they want you to buy it for as much money as possible.
No,
you
I'm
know.
really.
So they wouldn't be warranted to sell
Mm.
you a Game Boy Advance game for $60, $70, $80.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what? I know that Square Enix has released all the older Final Fantasy titles on mobile, right?
Yeah, I actually had the first one, I think, on one of my Samsung Galaxy 2 phone or something way back when.
Yeah, and I will not purchase those old games and play it on my phone because they are inferior copies of the originals. Which is staggering, but they are.
How could they make it worse?
Yeah,
How
they are
exactly. If you're
the
if you know.
the UI is completely ruined and the music is changed.
Oh no!
Yeah, so, the best way is the old way, but the old way is on my phone.
The old way is
Yeah.
buying the Nintendo Advanced or Game Boy Advanced or wherever
actual
game's
portable handheld
where
device.
originally the game came from.
Mm.
No. Oh, hold on. Because you guys know, I want a Steam Deck, but I cannot buy a Steam Deck. Not in Norway.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet, at least.
It will be a very long time before we can buy it.
Buy it in the US when you go there.
That I actually could do, but they don't sell it in store. So I had to pre-order it and get it in the US and then get home. Right?
Pre-order it to your hotel and pick it up.
Yeah.
Would you be able to use it here in Norway though? With full
yes.
Steam access, it wouldn't be locked in any way.
No.
So we just have to smuggle it in somehow.
Yeah, because I see people are buying Steam Decks from Australia, right? But anyhow, because I really want the emulator, the emulating capacity of the Steam Deck, plus the Steam library. It's a super good deal. I can play all old shit. SNES, NES, the Game Boy, the PlayStation 3, up to PlayStation 3, right?
Okay, up and including PlayStation 3?
Yes.
Oh.
By
okay.
emulating. And
Wow.
that's a really good value. And my Steam library.
Yeah, that's
That
a
would be
fucking
really
steal.
great.
So I really want it. But if I can't have it, my phone will do.
Yeah, well.
For the lesser emulation.
Yeah, well, for stuff like Pokemon, the other older editions, it would probably be fine.
Yeah, I will try the PS1 and PS2.
On your phone?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think they actually can do it.
Yeah, I believe so, but I know that PlayStation 2 is really hard to emulate, right?
Yeah. But quality-wise
But-
and stuff, I think a modern phone could actually pull it off really great.
Yeah. So now it's only a question of controller, right? So
Mhm.
maybe I will connect my PlayStation 4 controller via Bluetooth to my phone, and I get to that
How
stage.
fucking portable is that then? Are you supposed to have your controller in your back pocket or something?
No, but just to play it,
Hmm.
we are getting there.
Okay. Okay.
And don't you have your PlayStation 2 available? Can't you just play your games over on that?
I can.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
don't have every single PlayStation 2 game which I really want.
eBay is your friend. Amazon is your friend. Maybe even Wish.
Ooh.
I don't really know what kind of PS2 game I really wanted to play, which I don't own.
I would want to revisit an old game that I had on demo disc when we first got our PlayStation 2. It's Dark Cloud, where you explored this dungeon in several levels and you play this RPG at the same time, building your character and collecting things from the dungeon to rebuild the village. It was a really neat role-playing game, but I only ever had the demo version of that. But
I actually emulated that and played it.
a Dark Cloud. Okay.
Yeah. I got not to the final boss or something. No, because when you're done with your own village, there's 2 more, I believe. So I played through village 1 and 2 and got the 3rd village.
And then it was
If I-
like, I'm tired of this. Or
Nah, I don't remember. It's so old.
okay. Hmm. Well, but do you have any other you wouldn't want to revisit? Some Final Fantasy games, even
Yeah,
from
the
the
thing
PS2
about
era, though.
Yeah, but the thing about mobile gaming, I'm not going to play Metal Gear Solid on a phone, right?
Yeah, controllers. Controllers on on a physical controller is bad enough, depending on the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
so
Pokemon is a good enough game for my controller interface, right? the screen interface inbuilt because it's a turn-based RPG.
Yeah,
But I
so-
don't. I shall try to play some Mario and see how that works out.
But I just can't imagine. That's the thing. That's also a thing that like doesn't scare me, or what's the right word? It doesn't encourage me to try mobile games. It's just the controls, touch controls on screen for certain games. I just can't. Like players, Fortnite on mobile is a huge thing. I know that for sure, and I just can't understand how people can feasibly aim with or control their a shooting game, a shooter, on your mobile phone with like touch controls where you just swipe left and right and up and down to.
Did you know PUBG Mobile is really big?
Yeah, I know that as well. PUBG Mobile and Fortnite as well.
Can't you just try it and then tell us how your experience is?
Do it while you're pooping.
No, I don't do anything while pooping. I don't bring my phone in.
No,
in
I
my
know.
pooping
That's why
room.
that's why you should do it. For Tipsy Wednesday.
I just
Sit
For
on
heard
the
what
science.
I just heard what I said. Did you?
You don't.
I
You
don't
don't do
bring my
anything.
phone. No, I don't bring my phone into my pooping room.
Uh-huh.
To the fucking toilet. It's called a fucking toilet. I made it sound like I have a dedicated room where I just leave my turds in a corner. My pooping room.
Yes, that's a fine specimen. Yes.
No.
You're such a big boy.
Well, let's move it along.
Yeah, move
Shall we?
swiftly along. I don't know if you guys have got this on your YouTube recommended feed. This.
Yes.
Okay. So it is blowing up virally now. Because I had no idea who this person was. It's a YouTuber by the name of Friendly Jordies. I will link him in the description. Apparently he makes satire comedy videos that are for the past few years at least has been focused on Australian things because he's living in Australia and it's very relevant for things happening in Australia. Specifically, high profile or high ranking people in the political system that does fuck ups and bad things that he just sheds lights on and just makes funny videos and satire of it, and partially tries to shed light on corruption and bad shit in with politicians in Australia. And he's been doing this for a couple of years now, at least. Don't quote me on this. But apparently, in November last year, after he had said or tried to expose one of the high-ranking politicians for corruption, his house was set on fire by someone. Firebombed is the correct word, because someone threw fire Molotov cocktails on his house and it burned to the ground. Thankfully, nobody was home. He was out town doing something else. So luckily he's still alive, but he's basically been in hiding for quite some time now because someone tried to fucking kill him. And suspicions are that some high-ranking people are trying to silence him. But proven by me getting his channel on my YouTube recommended feed, he's not being silenced. He's being... this has completely backfired. He's not being silenced. It's becoming more and more viral. And... yeah, I'm just watching this last video of his, which is literally called "Who Firebombed Friendly Jordies" by Friendly Jordies himself. It's a 40-minute long video, and it's just hilarious and eye-opening because prior to this, I didn't know anything about Australian politics and corruption in Australia, but lo and behold, he's exposing a lot of bad shit going on. Yeah, I'm gonna link this video in the description. So
Yeah, but have you seen it?
I was in the middle of seeing it. I've seen 15 minutes of it, and then we started podcasting. So,
Yeah, blame the podcast for you not seeing it.
Yeah,
Well,
jeez.
as Thomas, as you said, I just started watching this before the podcast, and then like 8 o'clock podcast time. So thus far, I haven't seen, but I like the video and subscribe to his shit. I'm gonna watch more of him because he's an entertaining guy. He makes funny videos, and some of them happen to shed light on bad things about high-ranking people in Australia.
Yeah, but because it's not first time his house got firebombed, it's the second time.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's like
Eh.
this. Yeah, this is completely new to me.
And because it's rumored because he's revealed the money laundering, how easy it's to money launder in Australia.
There was this. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
True.
at one point, he tried to, at least thus far in the video, he actually called one of this. What's his name? Is John Barilaro?
Yeah,
Butchered
the
his name.
politician.
The politician, yeah. He actually called him on the phone, not expecting an answer, but he actually answered just to ask him just some questions about these allegations of corruptions and basically this and yada yada yada. Had a conversation with him, surprisingly. And then 2 days passed, and then apparently he was informed that this politician had called the Australian anti-terrorism unit to start surveillance of friendly Geordies because they want him to be quiet about things. So it's like that's just shows how fucked up it is. It's like you're calling the anti-terrorism unit to start surveillance on a YouTube channel for calling out your corruption. It's like it's just a whole lot of bullshit right there.
Yeah.
It's like we're at that level of bullshit.
Yeah, well, corruption is a thing all over the world. Probably even here in Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Our government is so corrupt, they sell all our power to foreign countries.
Yeah.
Charging us for it, even.
Charging the common
Yeah.
man on the street. Making huge profits in the process. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's an interesting read, interesting watch to witness. So I'll be watching more of his videos. He's been put on my radar, not surveillance wise, but interest wise. Yeah, links in the description. I will link this particular video
Yeah.
in the description and his channel.
wha-
It's just politics and corruption aside, he's an interesting guy. Makes funny videos. So go watch him.
Now we are at corruption and how illegal things are.
Mhm.
Because I, as you, have been down a YouTube rabbit hole today because lo and behold, it's Sunday, right?
Okay.
So I watched a very entertainment YouTube video about a guy learning how to count cards and if he could earn money by counting cards, right? At a casino, right? Playing
Mhm.
blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole community doing it. And if the casino finds out you are counting cards, you're getting tossed out.
Yeah,
Even though
it-
it's
not-
illegal.
yeah, it kind of is. I think it's a policy in the casino.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah, it's a
allowed to count
policy.
cards.
Yeah, which is super weird.
Yeah, and it's such a, it's not a direct, it's not even classified as cheating. It's just a technique that some people are able to learn. It's based
Yeah,
on
you're basically
memory.
just keeping up with the cards that are going out every time
And
you play.
if you're mentally able to count the cards that are that has been played, you could mathematically calculate how big of a chance the next card is to be your card. It's basically skill. And it's frowned upon in casinos because if you outplay the casino, oh no, the casino will suffer economically. Wow.
And to put it in perspective, because when you're counting cards, you're not magically going to win millions and millions of dollars, right? You're just increasing your own chance of winning to like 2%, like 52%.
Okay, yeah.
So your majority going to lose a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So what you really need to win this shit is time, and the casinos don't give you that time. I've been watching this YouTube. They are a team of professional card counters, right?
Okay.
And they're counting cards, and they are keeping tabs. So one person can keep counting, right? He's playing.
Okay.
And then he gives a sign when it's high time. So another card counter comes along and counts with him. They don't do it obviously, right? And then he is the high better.
The first one that played, the one that started the counting, or I'm trying to follow along here.
No, the second person.
The second person, he makes a high bid when the chance, when the first person indicates like now's the time, now's the highest chance of winning. Yeah. Okay.
And to avoid suspicion, right? Because
because the first person has been sitting there the whole time counting cards. So if he suddenly won, they would suspect him of counting cards.
And suddenly betting high, right? So they need a high bowler coming in and betting the big monies. But it's really some fathoming how corrupt the casino is. It's like,
holy shit.
You're increasing the chance by 1 or 2%, and then they are like, oh no.
This is bad.
We're going to lose the money.
The
casinos just want to earn. They don't want to lose.
Of course, like all big companies.
Yeah. Maybe we should start a tipsy casino.
Yeah. I don't think gambling is allowed in Norway, so.
Yeah, that's
That's true.
Not even like poker gambling at your local friend's house. That's illegal.
You can play poker, just not with cash
poker,
winnings.
But you can play online.
That's fucking weird.
That's actually illegal.
Why?
So for the potential international listener, you have the physical what's it called, the roulette machine, the 3 in a row machines.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel to win and get 3 in a row to win. You had those physical machines out in your local daily grocery store. They were stowed away in a corner somewhere, or they were out in the wilds in Norway. Not literally out, but they were in several places. And you had
slot
the regular
machines, basically.
slot machines. That's what. Yeah. You had the regular people who maybe they had an addiction, most likely. And they were sitting at their slot machines for hours at a day, losing money, winning money, losing money, mostly. The state of Norway doesn't like gambling, so they banned the physical slot machines. So now instead of having the gamblers sit out in stores playing their slot machines, they just sit at home playing slot machines on the internet. So did you improve the problem at any rate at all?
No, hold on. You got large venues where you can be using slot machines.
We don't have casinos in Norway.
No, not casinos. Large venue with a lot of spinny wheels, slot machines.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. I thought all kinds of gambling, and especially in venues, buildings, were like not allowed.
No, we even got them here. You just don't know about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you play bingo?
No.
No, that's why you haven't seen them.
Ah, well, I know of the local bingo venue.
Yeah,
Does that
there's
count
where
as
the-
gambling?
No, that's where they got them.
They have slot machines there.
Yeah.
They aren't banned because it's a
Yeah,
bingo.
but I think some
place.
kiosks in Norway has them as well. Only they're owned by our lottery company, Lotto. Norwegian
the
tipping.
Norwegian,
Yeah.
the
So they-
regulated form of gambling.
So they have
as long as the
regulated machines.
as long as the government can make money of it, it's allowed.
But I do remember the old
Yep.
slot machines, because if you were at the store or something and you saw someone lose a lot of money, if you gave it a shot when they left, you would have a high chance of winning. Or higher
Maybe
chance.
slightly higher.
Yeah, because the
maybe.
more you lose, the higher the chance of the next spin wins, right?
Yeah, that's the that's the gambling addicts pitfall right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
I've
the slot
lost
machi-
for
the slot
7
machines
hours
is
today. I
adjusted
have
that
to
way.
win.
Like people will lose 90% of the time, and 10% you will win, or something like that.
Yeah. Or
So
way
if you
less,
see someone
actually.
lose hundreds upon hundreds of kroners, you could just go and use 20 kroners or something afterwards and do a couple of spins, and maybe you would get lucky.
Mhm.
I did this
Yeah.
a couple of times.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I rented videos with that money.
quite a few
Yeah,
years
but
Back
ago
in the
now, I
day when we
imagine.
could rent VHS cassettes.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
the,
but you.
Hmm?
Yeah, but you should really not just use 20 kroners. You should do the high roll, right?
Yeah, but I was a kid at the time. I
kids
wasn't all
don't
that
have a
old.
lot of money.
I was like in my really early teens or younger than that. It was when I was visiting my father's. There was this gas station down the road, and they rented out movies and stuff, and they had a couple of slots machines. So I used to use a couple of kroners on that just to see if I could win a bit extra. And sometimes it's if people had been standing there all day losing, and I tried not on the highest settings,
Payout?
but on the but with lower payouts, I would usually win a bit more than I put on it. So yeah, good times, fun times.
Good.
Different times, at least. Different times.
Old times were better times, mostly. Not for
Well,
equality, but for a lot of
I-
other things.
Well, mind you, old times mean when you were younger, when you weren't aware of all the problems going on around you, when all
Exactly.
your focus was like, food, games, sleep, school. It's like hunkadory, a good old jolly old days when you didn't worry about wars and salary and all of the other, grown-up shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when the elderly say that, they don't usually talk about their childhood. It could just be when they were a regular working man. Like life in general was easier before.
Maybe. Simpler times, less...
Simpler times,
yeah, we like to think of it that way at least, but...
Yeah. Again, not for
Yeah.
equality, but for other stuff. But
Yes, should I ask when exactly? When is the time we are?
When?
When times were better?
When? Yeah, when were the good old
the
times?
80s, early 90s, probably, the golden age. 70s.
The Cold War.
Yeah, that was a Cold War. It wasn't a war. It was just a threat
Well-
of war.
Yeah, well, and 85, 86, you had Chernobyl. So, would you
that's
say
true.
good old times then?
Good old times. And before
Back
that,
in
the
the
World War.
Chernobyl times.
Yeah.
It's like, we weren't aware of such things. It wasn't on our minds then.
No.
We weren't grown-ups. We were just kids playing games.
Can't we be kids playing games again?
We can be
We-
grown-ups
No.
playing games.
We are grown-ups playing games.
Yeah.
Can't all our worries just leave with that?
Yeah. Unfortunately not. Yeah.
You know what we need?
Yeah.
We don't need girlfriends. We need sugar mamas.
Yes.
We need
So
money.
we can get back to that state of unawareness in the world. Just do what we
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Just none of the grown-up worries because our sugar mama just takes care of
us
all of
and
the grown-up
everything.
stuff, and we can just play games.
Yeah. And with that.
And with that, back
Thank
to
you guys for
reality.
listening to us this week. Remember to follow all our social medias in the links below. And if you like what we do, support us. There's a link for that as well. And watch Björn's YouTube video link.
Friendly Geordies.
Support him as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Does he need a new house?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm.
bye.
Adios.
Bye.